Hello everyone, Matt here with a new video. Today I received Pokemon Legends ZA, however you want to pronounce it, for the Nintendo Switch 2, and with that came some goodies. So we got this from the official Nintendo store. Box has arrived just today, so we're going to open it up and we're going to take a look. So one thing that you get with Nintendo, which is really nice, at least for me, at least I feel it is we get the My Nintendo, we get Mario here on the inside of the box. I do have a larger one that came in a larger box. Can't remember what the contents was, but I got the card stripped off and I've got it on my shelf. It's a bit of a nice backdrop. So if we rotate this round, see we've got lots of goodies inside. So we'll get to the game last. We'll go through the goodies. So to start off, the main thing you get here, and we will take it out of the packet, but this is a bonus figure you get for ordering. So we'll take it out of the old packet here. One of the nice things to know actually is this figure is actually in a protective case, which is really cool. A protective case you can actually get it out of, almost like it's deliberate. It took a while, but we've got the starters here. The trio you can pick Totodile, Chikorita, and Tepig. We won't get into the nitty-gritty details as to why we have two Johto starters and then we have a Unova starter. We won't go over any of that. But it's a really neat looking figure. It doesn't feel too cheap. They feel like well stuck ground to the Pokeball base. Yeah, it looks really. I would say it looks really nice. Yeah, really detailed. And I think just to get it out there, I think I'll be playing with Totodile. But who would you go for? Which starter would you go for? Place the trio down there. Moving on, it came with two. The edition I ordered came with some add-on packs or a bundle, and the bundle had multiple different tiers where you got extra stuff. So you could also get a mug, an umbrella, and a cap, which increased the price by quite a bit. So I didn't go for that. I just went for the figures and the collectibles, the stuff I actually have an interest in. So we got two more figures now. Really cool figures. They've also got the plastic on, I can see. So we're going to open them up and try and bypass the plastic security. So we have the Mega Charizards. We have Y, and we also have X as well. These are really neat little figures. These ones, they feel quite thin in the wings and the body and the neck there. They almost look like the thinness and the shape. They just need to be a bit bigger, but they almost could come across as amiibos. They're really nice. These are really cool. My personal preference is actually Y. I feel it's just a more natural evolution and progress of Charizard, whilst X is more on, I guess, a darker evolution, almost. If we would compare it to Digimon, let's bring Digimon into this. So if we went with the whole Greymon Dark Digivolving into Skull Greymon, that's kind of how Charizard for me with Mega Evolution into Y kind of gives you off that appearance, that style. If we see a Charizard here looks quite tame, and then you've got a bit more of an aggressive looking Mega Charizard there with X. But these are really cool. These are really cool. They're all going to go nicely on a shelf with all my other Pokemon goodies. But yeah, these are really cool. They don't have the Pokeball base. They just have a regular Pokeball symbol, but they don't have the color scheme there. But yeah, very cool. The last thing before we get to the game is a set of pins. So just going to make sure we're actually facing it up the right way. I believe it's meant to be kind of like so. So we'll open this up and we'll take a look. Okay, so opening up, we have the starters as pins. So going over it again, we have Chikorita, Tepig, and Totodile. Apologies, the lighting is kind of glaring there, but yeah, these are really nice looking pins. They are in a foam-like cushiony case on the inside, so very small, thin-like pins. So we're not able to see Totodile that well, but that's quite a thin pin. Just kind of try and show off Totodile a bit there. That is a really nice pin. I know the Perfect Sky used Totodile, called him Dilly in Soul Silver, so I know she'll quite like that pin. Yeah, that is a really nice. Set as that. That will also go on the shelf with all the other Pokemon goodies. And the main focus of this this bundle, the main thing to take away from it, the main thing that I am interested in, is the game itself, and that is Pokemon Legends ZA for the Nintendo Switch 2. I will criticize it because this is my technically second game that I purchased. I did pre-order this before the other game I got with my Switch today, Donkey Kong Bonanza, but this is kind of my first kind of looking at the boxes and getting a good glimpse of it. Now, the main thing one of the things I don't like, at least, is this Nintendo Switch 2 edition underneath the logo. I'm not a fan of that. We also have at the bottom here some fine print text and a QR code. I'm not a fan of that either. So that is saying the game comprises the Nintendo Switch game and the Switch 2 edition upgrade pack. So it's all built in. If you do happen to purchase the Nintendo Switch edition, you can get an upgrade pack for the Switch 2 separately. The side of the box is nice, as the image of one of the buildings in Luminos City is actually coming over to the side there, where you've got the text of it, Legend ZA, unfortunately Nintendo Switch 2 edition, and then the Mega Evolution symbol there, which is really, really cool, really nice. The back of the box reads, action-packed battling like never before. Battle with Pokemon in real time. New adventures await in Luminos City. Mega Evolution holds the key. Bond with your team and try to reach the top. So you have the two protagonists there that you get to pick from. I don't think it's going to be any better there in terms of lighting. But yeah, you get the two main characters there. You get to pick from the male and the female there. I mean, the image itself on the front is nice. You've got the protagonist facing off against a Mega Lucario and a Pikachu. Got to throw Pikachu in there, with Pikachu pretty much being the mascot of Pokemon. Yeah, that's really nice. It's just unfortunate it's got all the little extra details. I can deal with the PEGI 7. The PEGI rating's fine. Heck, even the big border at the top saying Switch 2, I can deal with that. It's just more of having that Nintendo Switch 2 edition when I know it's a Nintendo Switch 2 edition and it says Nintendo Switch 2 at the top. Do I need to have it there twice? Also, the fine print at the bottom, if the game's built in with all that information, don't really need it at the front. I mean, if you want to put it at the back, that is fine. Fine. All the bottom half of the box has all the little extra details. The PEGI ratings again. It's got the violence and in-game purchases and how you can play it. Makes sense. Just put it on the back and say it comes with this and that. But I understand they have it on the front because not everyone will be as not vigilant, but not everyone is going to be looking out for these details. They'll pick this up thinking it's a Switch game. They see Pokemon, they won't look at the actual technical details there. They'll just grab it. So it's kind of like it's a warning sign. But let's open it up and see what's inside. So on the inside, you have the game cartridge itself, of course, and we also have a little pamphlet. This is kind of a given now with some of the Pokemon entries. They'll either just have some fine print details or some mystery gift codes and potentially some promotion. So in this case, we've got a little pamphlet that says, receive a Ralt holding a Gardevoir stone as an early purchase bonus. And this supports both Legends ZA and ZA Switch 2 edition. And there's no code or anything. It's simply a case of go to the main menu, select the link play and mystery gift, and then receive by the internet. And then with that, once you level up your Ralts to Curlier, then Gardevoir, you can then use the Mega Evolution Stone once you've got the Mega Ring to evolve it with the Gardevoir Stone. So yeah, that is a pretty cool, a nice little bonus. I was not aware of that, so I'll certainly take advantage of that. It expires on the 28th of February 2026, so if you've still not got the game yet, you've got a good couple more months before you potentially miss out. And then if we do open it up, we've got a few more, we've got a bit of promotions here, so we'll fold it back. So one of the promotions is Pokemon Champions, which is, as it says, approaches. Get ready to experience everything you love about Pokemon battles all in one place. In Pokemon Champions, this new battle-focused game will feature familiar mechanics such as Pokemon types, abilities, and moves, creating an environment conducive to rich and varied strategies for new and experienced trainers alike. Coming 2026. And this is a game that is coming out on the Apple App Store. So you can get it on your iPhone or your iPads. Google Play, so your Android phones, and then Nintendo Switch. I believe family of systems. I won't say Switch 2 because it may come out on Switch as well. But let me know if it's it's a Switch 2 exclusive. But we'll just kind of give you a better look there. On the other side now, we have an advertisement for the Pokemon trading card game. Mega Evolution, and with that, explore the Pokemon trading card game. So you got Mega Lucario there. So I believe they've brought Mega Evolutions back into the trading card game. So with that, there's a new set that's coming out that does focus on Mega Evolutions. So obviously with Lucario there on the front, you'll be able to obtain a Mega Lucario card. And then the other advertisement is Pokemon Horizons, the series. So this is the new series that is set after the main Pokemon adventures of Ash and the gang. So new characters, new environments, because I believe they're in Paldea region, and new Pokemon. So we'll just read the little description here. A different adventure has begun within the wide world of Pokemon. Arriving at Indigo Academy, a girl named Lyco receives her first partner Pokemon, Sprigatito, but she soon finds herself pursued by the Explorers, a mysterious group that's determined to take the pendant she wears. Lyco isn't on her own though, as freed, Captain Pikachu and the other rising Vault Tacklers offer her protection aboard their airship. Meanwhile, a boy named Roy dreams of becoming a Pokemon trainer when aware of the secret hiding within the ancient Pokeball he carries. Lyco, Roy, and the rising Vault Tacklers set sail for new horizons. What kind of discoveries await? And alongside that, just below, explore the world of Pokemon with Ash and Pikachu. Experience some of the most iconic moments from their adventure with our full episodes, live streams, compilations, and so much more on the official Pokemon YouTube channel. So yeah, that's a neat little pamphlet. It's nice to still get something physical because the game itself, the box art, actually has an insert, and we don't usually get these, so it's really nice that we do. So this here is Lumino City. I guess Does Luminos City have its own language? I don't know. But either way, we've got Luminos City here. We've got the many different environments and the buildings. I guess you can go to and visit. On the outside there, with various Pokemon in their own habitats, and then you've got like the Luminos City itself in the center there, which looks quite large. A lot going on there, and various Pokemon scattered around the map there. And then at the very bottom here, it looks like we've got some sites worth seeing. Perhaps we've got a boutique-looking thing, potentially a coffee shop, some sort of building that potentially could be a museum. And then we've got two other symbols. One that looks like it's Pokemon related. I guess another one might be a Pokemon Center, perhaps. But yeah, this is a really cool. This is just a really cool image. I'm surprised they didn't supply that separately, because that would look really nice in a little mini frame or as a print. But yeah, that is a really cool. I do like that. I do like that. Okay, and with that, everyone, that is everything we got in our Pokemon Legends ZAZA bundle. With the pin set, we got the bonus order starters. We got the Mega Charizard X and Y models on top of the game itself, of course. So yeah, just a quick little showcase video there. Do hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, bye for now.